think he was more implicated in the nuke match against the Bad News Bears, to be honest. But this one, he came out big when they needed him. I think a couple of rounds taking control of outside yard. And even in the eco, he was the one kind of hanging around that smoke, waiting for the opportunity to strike. And then, bang, he's the one who kicks things off. So, I mean, he's just stepping up to another level right now to help his squad.
Absolutely. And if you're extra salt, no ecos. No losses to ecos. That's your mantra right now going into this one. Can't lose any silly rounds like that.
It just feels like that's Bad News Bears mantra against paiN and now extra salts, right? So I think you're right what you said before. At a certain point, we have to say, good job, paiN. You're doing well in these ecos.
They're such a nuisance with pistols. I mean, we've always known it about them, right? But it feels like every time you're like, well, I mean, this time they don't even have armor. Certainly they can't do something. Well, they can. They are a nuisance. They're a menace. Yeah. Any sort of projectile weapon in their hands, they're going to be a menace with. You better watch out. It doesn't really matter how large or small it is. It does seem like we have a little bit of a pause coming in to start the map off. Always, a good omen here. Little pause to start the fun. So, John.
Yes.
Who are you looking at as your key player here on this map?
Oh, I mean, I guess it's always the same thing for me on paiN. It's safe that has to pop off, especially on Overpass. You need that opper to be present on that A site, whether you play default or if you're pushing up to get that quick pick towards Fountain. He will be important on their CT side. But yeah, I mean, everyone else for paiN has been good. Bigu and Hardzao have certainly had their moments where they've played key roles, and I think they're going to have to do that again here because Extra Salt is going to be bringing everything in the direction they want to fight through and get to map number 3. The pressure will be on both sides. And key player on Extra Salt, probably OC. I mean, he's always the one who's been that versatile player that can fill any role. I think he's going to need the support of Floppy a little bit more, who I felt still was hitting his shots in the previous map, but not as implicated as he needed to be at key moments.
Here comes the take in. It's a very light presence for NEKiZ. It's a bit of a retake B setup. He's very far back towards Graffiti. You got to imagine he's going to cede ground and just try and fight Sidewalk if they give it to him. They won't. There's a plant coming in, though. The bomb does go down, but NEKiZ collects his floppy plants, and now a couple kills come in. And we're seeing this retake work pretty dang well. NEKiZ getting up in towards heaven as well. What are they going to do here? Yeah, this could be huge coming from Monster. It is being watched for. JT needs to win this fight if they're going to have a chance. He does. And there's JT good for another. Okay, even trades. They've still got the bomb to tick away, and that drops the kit. That drops the kit. NEKiZ has to close this fight quickly and get onto the defuse. JT knows he just needs to play time, and he's done it. He's done enough. He even gets the kill for extra effort. The IGL goes above and beyond here to find 4 of his own.
Wow. Talk about having impact. I guess he wanted to match what PKL was bringing to the table on Nuke. IGL versus IGL, and this time JT, as you mentioned, the quad kill with the Glock up close and personal, giving Extra Salt their first round on the board. Just to talk about Extra Salt's Overpass a little bit more, over the last 3 months, 23 games played, 18 wins, only 5 losses for 345 rounds for, 241 rounds against, any second best on the squad, plus 104 round differential, right behind Inferno, in fact, at plus 137.
I'd like to point out a fun thing from that pistol round, which is that MarKE had 99 damage. Fang had 1, but Fang gets the kill. Moral of the story is always be last hitting. Fang's clearly a MOBA player. Safe. Could do something funky here. He's got to set up with NEKiZ. NEKiZ with the scout. Not normally the one out of that pair that we expect to have the scope gun. What a shot from Fang. And a follow-up. Okay, all 3 just go down. Piggy's like, all right, let me pick up the scout. Let me give it a... Oh, no. Nothing doing out of this round. It's all on to PKL. We will get a kill, but only 1. That's all she wrote. And so that is a very clean conversion of the second round for Extra Salt. 4 players still alive. Barely a moment's hesitation. And that was a full investment coming through from paiN.
Wow. Made it look like an eco. That was unbelievable. I mean, PKL, of course, was stuck on the 5-7, but everyone else bringing quite a bit of weaponry on the 4 spy. That said, look, Extra Salt had a really strong start to Nuke, right? They were up 6-1. They looked like they were in full control, and then all of a sudden, paiN just came roaring on back, and Extra Salt just didn't have the answer. Let's see if they can hold on to a dominant start here on Overpass. Gonna just be pistols. I say that, but let's think back to what paiN has done with those pistols in the past. 3 P250s and 2 USPs. They're all going to be charging out from T-spawn towards B, and Fang is waiting and watching this.
It's that meme of, the heavy. I fear nothing, but I do fear that man. It's just pistols. Pistols over a
Yes.
paiN logo. Someone make it. Someone make it. You're in Twitch chat right now and you're a meme star? Make it happen. Tag us on Twitter. At DarthMike. And at JRTTV. TV spelled TVEE. Your Twitter handle will be ingrained in my brain till the day I die. The number of times I've plugged it.
That's not a bad thing. You'll
Not
never
for you.
forget.
Not for you, man. One player falters there for extra salt. Didn't really bother casting the massacre of the pistols, but I think you guys got the general idea.
Yep. Pistol go pew pew. Gun go boom boom. That's it.
Yeah. Very technical and in-depth analysis. What are the stats to back that up, John? Break down the numbers for us. Decibel numbers. Oh. Look at this. All right, long's vacant here. And guess who's just taken long? Extra salt going quick into it as well. They're taking a lot of ground, and this is going to put the paiN gaming side into a pretty tough position because they don't seem to be ready for this to be so very quick. Smoke might funnel them back, but extra salt has actually slowed down here, and that jump spot can send them further out. They're clearing out bathrooms. Bit of a missed opportunity for extra salt, but you can't fault them for it. They had no clue what was on the other side here. Now with smoke down, they're going to start to take this ground, start to take this control, and they're going to continue to gobble up real estate towards A. Oh, the boost up! That was clever. Don't connect your shots, but that could have been huge. Now Molly will go in to make sure it can't happen again. There's the A take. Big kill for Fang. Only one, but damage done. As the smoke fades, that's huge for OC. EKL was trying to make a bit of a cheeky play, but there are too many targets on the other side. Hard Zhao trying his best, but he may just have to fall away. NEKiZ here to support. Wants this fight, but that bomb's planted. Now they've got a decision to make, and it seems to be a decision that they're going to opt for the safer choice on.
Yeah, they're going to fall off of that. paiN Gaming going for the save, and extra salt will be picking up a fourth for themselves. See those 3 A1Ss? Yeah, it's definitely the right choice. You don't want to aggress too much, and extra salt, even if they lose bodies, they'll still have plenty of cash to buy up in this next round. Certainly have their economic footing. But paiN Gaming, once more, as was the case on Nuke, cannot find their CT rounds. In the early goings of the half, anyway.
Yeah, they did win a few of those.
They
Just
did.
a few of those pretty
At
handily.
the end of the half.
Yeah, you know. We'll see. The economy will stabilize before too long. This round, though, they're going all in on the rifles. No op to be found. All going in on the A1Ss. Silence crew. Tactical. Stealth. What is it about silencers that are so cool? As a kid, and still, now, if there's a choice between 2 guns in a video game and one of them has a silencer, I'm going for the silencer, man.
Stealth, Mike.
Sick.
Ability to sneak around.
There's a kill. Traded. Still a decent entry for JT, but now the question is, can they capitalize on it? Space created. Some damage taken early on by extra salt. I blame Elder Scrolls games for encouraging me to play sneak types in every game.
But there are no silenced rifles there, Mike.
Yeah, but there are bows, and hiding in a corner crouched, and people going, must have been my imagination.
Well, it is fun to do the sneaky sneak in Elder Scrolls, but for me it was Splinter Cell, actually. That's what got me hooked. And Metal Gear Solid, of course.
Hitman. OG James Bond games. Nightfire for me. I know GoldenEye was a thing, but I only ever played GoldenEye at my cousin's. I was not good. I was only good with throwing knives. Throwing knives and slappers,
classic.
man.
But
throwing knives on
throwing
caves.
knives were annoying. I hated going up against people.
Throwing knives on caves, man. That was the way.
Oh my god.
And of course, I was the youngest cousin, so I would yoink Odd Job.
Of course you would.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was a baby, man. I was the baby. PKL. Need some help here, and the help comes in the form of safe. Nice. Blind didn't know. He just starts holding the trigger. Spotted the player, I think, a second before that flash bloom. Now they've dropped the bomb, and this is looking like the first round here for paiN. There's no time. There's no chance. There's no possibility. Great round. Great hold.
Yeah, EKiZ taking a little too long to go for their execute, and paiN loves that. They'll take those types of rounds anytime you hand them in their direction. So, paiN Gaming pick up a first, and that was convincing. Not the way EKiZ wanted that one to turn out, but they've got plenty of cash. That's the good news. 4 AKs and the op. And over on paiN, they've got a couple of AKs from that previous round. That's certainly going to help their hold on CT side. And then the op and 2 A1Ss to round out there by PKL going aggressive here. He's looking to support his offer safe, and nothing really spotted out at the fountain. Of course, they probably heard some footsteps, but they didn't want to go over aggressive and lose the op right off the bat. And you see floppy, he's going to peer on through, but he wants to get the boost going before that.
Okay. Leg shot from both sides. Both players limping. Both will be able to limp away at the very least. PKL tucked in the corner here. Just the flash to clear it. JT almost overlooked that, but he didn't. Almost only matter in horseshoes and hand grenades. Look at the positioning for biguzera, though. There's another player coming in connector, but they might have called that clear. They have no idea. OC's about to be a dead man. It might be more as well. biguzera making footsteps here, but it hasn't been heard over the noise of the bullets. The lineup!
Oh.
biguzera takes 3! Oh, MarKE was left wondering how on earth biguzera got into that position. Slipped the net at the perfect time and just won the round for his team.
Everything trending in the direction of EKiZ until biguzera decides to put his impact on that round. What a flank. Great movement, just like you said, slipping through the cracks. And once he had them lined up, he made absolutely no mistakes. paiN Gaming pick up their second, and EKiZ, they're still going to have enough to get another buy-up going, but this feels like Nuke on repeat in some ways, where EKiZ had that solid start on their T side, and then paiN Gaming came right on back and made all of their buy-ups look completely foolish. Well, let's see here. OC does get the opening frag on safe, so there's the opper down. That is a great opener.
Cool. Nice HE. Tuck up. PKL trying to find something back here to give his team a little bit of something. Work within this round. Up out of play. For the CT side. Look at this fight towards Monster. As that smoke fades, this could be madness. They're going right into it. But they're fish in a barrel. And they're going to be able to triumph. MarKE now clearing on towards the site. This could be an early save pull. Smoke's going to go down. This bomb's going to go down as well. The money's not good for paiN, though they do have some of the players who are dead to reinvest. Seems like they want to commit into this fight. They don't want to let the momentum go away, but they're going to make the prudent choice. They're backing away. Initial passion flowed them towards the fight, but John, they don't want it.
Well, that's just a great start to the round for EKiZ. They find safe, and then the utility usage into canal, flashbangs, and smokes being thrown, and really NEKiZ and biguzera could do to defend against that onslaught of bullets that was coming their way. And EKiZ force their way and power their way to a 5th round victory here. PKL and Hardzau should be safe as well.
Yeah, they're going to be fine.
Yeah.
No problem into this next round. But momentum maybe slowed a little bit down for paiN. The reinvestment comes in. For sure, there's cash flowing. Yeah. No issues there. But that, to my eyes, is an important win to take for EKiZ. You got to be able to take them once they start to play a little bit of momentum game. Otherwise, this paiN Gaming side will just roll you over.
No doubt about that one. And paiN Gaming, well, they're still going to be difficult to deal with here. The B presence will be here shortly. They've got a Molotov thrown, a smoke thrown, and extrasalt's going to go right through that Molotov. They throw a smoke into it, and they charge into water. Not sure if it was spotted out by paiN Gaming, jumping over for information perhaps, but they're aware. There's a lot of noise, of course, that extrasalt has made on their journey to this point. Oh, wow. Good patience from Biggie, waiting for the boost to come through, and fang goes down.
Uh-oh. JT's got a decent position here, though. They should know he could be out. That smoke certainly indicates it, giving a little bit of cover. He goes over the barrels. Uh-oh. Spotted the player sidewalk. That's 2 huge kills. A third, as well as the comms don't come in quick enough for Hardzao. He had too many directions to look. Too many targets, and that's going to be the bomb planted. And I think, once again, this is going to be a safe. Yeah, they're not even going to get close to it now.
Great work. Great work from extrasalt, abusing that B site. This time around, paiN Gaming played a little more passively, more towards heaven, and of course hit, but it didn't matter. extrasalt closed the gap and once more precise in every aspect of their execution. So paiN Gaming, like you said, they had some momentum going, but now it's quickly shifting back in the direction of extrasalt, something they could not do when they were on their nuke T side, excuse me.
So 6 rounds now found here. paiN Gaming, what's the adjustment? How's your money looking? It's fine. You got plenty of cash, actually. So what's the adjustment here? They shift safe around? Maybe shift them down towards B, go for an aggressive peek out monster? They've been smokes deep in, so that hasn't necessarily been a viable alternative. Maybe a play more aggressively in towards construction. There are some shift ups you can do, but there's definitely some softness here on B.
I think you can send OC safe in towards connector, right? And you can go for that lower tunnels peak. And then if you're needed, you know, if the push comes in from water, you can peek through the door.
This is true. It's classic. Smoke out for a fast fountain play. Oh, safe wanted to set up for that. He said, nope. No. Fall right back. They've taken the long control once again. Space was given towards long, and extrasalt just immediately fly into it. They've got it. They've got bathrooms. They're clearing this out. They're gaining this information. They put them in very awkward spots over on the paiN Gaming side. Flashbang for a peek. If they fall back towards site, it's a problem. There's a player rotating back up from B. Might be able to catch fang here, but needs to. That's the problem. You really do need to. Now they're being funneled back towards the seat. Now they're coming back in, and look at fang. Oh, no. Back turn. There's one. Doesn't quite have the second, but they won't be able to slip away. Fang's dealt with, but it's far too late. Hardzao could not locate him in time, and now Hardzao himself has followed into the grave, and it is once again a paiN Gaming save. The difference this time is look at JT. He's been waiting for this. They know they've been calling the saves early, and he's going to be able to get at least one. biguzera on sidewalk, the last player to survive for his team. Can he clutch this AK into the next round?
I'm not too sure. He's managed to slip on through perhaps a couple of players here. JT's been hunting, trying to get a beat on where Bigu might be. Floppy's nearby too. There you go. Floppy gets Bigu. No save coming through, but luckily for paiN, they have hit the full loss bonus, so their money situation isn't exactly terrible. The thing is, 3 rounds in a row for extrasalt after paiN were really threatening and looking strong on the defensive end. So paiN, yeah, they have to invest. They have enough money. It will be a FAMAS for NEKiZ, but I'm sure he's fine with that because 3 A1Ss and the AWP are what else has been brought into the round. Here we go. extrasalt. They want to go and take that playground control once more. OC hoping for that quick fight up against Safe at Fountain, but Safe taking a more passive spot this time at Bathrooms. PKL and connector drops JT. That's the opening frag going paiN's way, which hasn't really happened over those last 3 rounds.
Where are they going now? Where are they going? Back towards A. There's been space here, right? It's been soft. They can find it again. The third player's right there, but Safe is down for the count. What a long-range shot from OC. All the way back by the bank. He plucks the Opera away. Minute on the clock. There's still time for Extra Salt to adjust if they want to. And you can tell as a result of that, paiN Gaming are unwilling to rotate. They're playing the buddy system 2-2.
You gotta adjust Safe's positioning. You gotta move him somewhere else. He's not having much impact right now at A.
PKL going for the info. Spots nothing really. No tip-off. Certainly nothing to rotate a player. And in fact, if I'm not mistaken, they've moved Hearts out down. Now he's got to come back around, but it's a little too late. PKL backed up. Now here comes the take. Dropped by the dumpster is Hardzali in rotation. Second kill goes in, and that's going to be another save. An upgrade found for NEKiZ. He's out of here. This bomb's down. 8th round found for Extra Salt. 4th in a row, if I'm not mistaken, to this point. And how many of these rounds have ended with just 2 players saving, unable to do anything?
I think 3 of the 4, and maybe even all 4. Just that last round, of course, they couldn't save anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, floppy gets NEKiZ. Oh, no. That's the op.
That's the op out of play. It's up to biguzera. He may not limp through either. Oh, they're going to chase. And he's out of bullets and he's out of life. Nothing taking through. Money on the back foot. This is going to be a partial investment, presumably an Extra Salt. They're looking for their 9th. They've already won the half. Now they're looking to make it all the better. And on the T side, reminder, this should be, by most expectations,
C2.
Slightly less favored.
Yep. It should be, but it isn't right now, at the very least. paiN Gaming onto the pistols. This is where some of their key rounds have happened. Buying up armor with Deagles and 5.7s. In this case, it'll be 2 Deagles, 2 5.7s, and the P250 up against the full-on buy for Extra Salt. Oh man, Extra Salt are going fast and furious onto this key site. They're looking to catch off some players. There's Bigu taken down, and now Fang flicks around in towards Connector. Just wants to break a hole into that door to give him some visibility. Forces Sardow to duck, and look at that floppy through the wall, connects on the frag, and that hurts even more.
Well, if you had any expectation that this eco might work out, it won't, probably.
No.
I mean, still have some sort of belief that it's possible, just with paiN on the other side. But no, John, this shouldn't happen.
I'd say under 10% chance, maybe even less than that.
Yeah. 2% at this point.
Yeah.
Bomb's taken away. I don't even know if they have time to sprint to site and do the full 10-second. Yeah, probably, if everyone left. But no, I think they're okay on this one. I think we can't have another devastating eco here and now. But it does mean for paiN, you're running out of opportunities to get anything. The investment will come in the next round, and you're trying to keep Extra Salt off of double digits. Potentially worse. This is a beatdown right now. Shades of Ancient.
Strange, because yesterday paiN looked pretty strong on Overpass, right? They were competing at every point of the matchup. No one really took control of that one. It was very back and forth. I think 3 rounds going each way until the very end where Extra Salt closed it out. But here, it's just Extra Salt are winning those key engagements right down towards the end of the rounds. And I'd even say that they're just getting doing a great job on the initial executes, with paiN saving so very much, or trying to, right? Alrighty, round number 12. Chance for Extra Salt to get into double digits, and they already open up with a frag, but NEKiZ finds a trade. This is too aggressive in my opinion. He goes out, doesn't clear his corners, and Fang will restore that man advantage. Now Bigu with the trade once more. This is very chaotic at the opening moments.
Back and forth they go in.
JT.
JT actually caught the flash from floppy. Decided to still go into it. That's a little awkward trying to find the space. These flashbangs are good. Now biguzera has a position of strength to operate from an OC. Still peeking around with utility. That could be bad. Oh, safe. Good shot there. Finds the gap in the smoke, and that's finally going to be a round for paiN. The guns come back up, and the round follows. And here's the thing, John. This was a test of B. Once again, paiN Gaming at the B site have much more success in holding the line.
They really have. There was that one round, right, where Safe dies around Fountain, and then the other 2 players fall at the B site. But outside of that, you're right. paiN Gaming really have held the fort well. Which begs the question if Extra Salt are going to go back towards an A hit. All right, looks like they're going to send 4 players into the upper tunnels out the playground. Here's the quick push from PKL. He could do so much damage here if they don't clear this carefully. And
but they do. Oh, in a second. All right, MarKE gets one for free. Okay, now a two-man advantage right off the rip. Extra Salt looking for double digits here, and paiN Gaming were maybe thinking they could breathe a sigh of relief. No. Tension back on immediately. Extra Salt
so
looking
good.
to suffocate them, man. What?
Oh.
NEKiZ pushed all the way here with an op? With an op? The madman. He's starting to feel the pressure. He's going for some really bold plays, and that one works out. Oh, rare miss for safe. He won't get another chance, John.
Yeah, he's going down, and I think NEKiZ is going to try for this one. He might get one. There it is. Makes it a 1v2. Fires through the wall. He's going for it. Why not? 1v2. faiN and MarKE still standing. NEKiZ takes one down. MarKE's gone. This could turn out to be quite the clutch from NEKiZ, as faiN is going to try to come in from those short bathrooms. And NEKiZ is already on the bomb site. faiN has the flanking opportunity. NEKiZ has no idea where he could possibly be, and he should walk into his crosshairs very shortly. faiN with the advantage. Just keep an eye on the bomb, right?
Yeah, he just wants to make sure there's no chance that NEKiZ can win this round, and he's done that. NEKiZ knows that he's lost it on time. Well played by faiN. That was a crazy round from NEKiZ. That's him saying, I know we can't win these traditionally. I have to go all out, wild, chase the flank with an op, get that kill, chase on through, and do more.
Well, it was the same case in the previous round, right? He got one frag. He's like, okay, I'm going to rush right into Monster. Yep. He got caught off that time, but it seems like he wants to go on the aggressive a little bit more.
They have to do it. Sometimes you just got to make things happen. When nothing's working for you, you've got to perform. And, well, it's still double digits on the T side of Overpass, so...
Yeah,
not exactly ideal. That was a valiant effort,
no.
though, NEKiZ. faiN's already got an opener. There was a gap in the smoke. That gap has been punished. biguzera's trying to play off of it, play even the smoke itself. They might want to look him. This could be bold. He's got one. The second as well. biguzera makes the MP9 sing there. That's fantastic. He had to bait his teammate a little bit, but you know what? It works. Converts evenly off of it. The bomb's going to be planted, but NEKiZ in safe.
NEKiZ again.
They don't want this to happen. And the bomb is down, and it's out of reach. It's beyond the smoke. JT, can he pull off the 1v3? This would be an absolute gut punch delivered onto paiN. Has no idea. Knows he's encircled. Doesn't know exactly where they play from. He wants one of these kills before he goes for the plant. What a shot from JT. Snappy on the aiming. Oh my goodness. Nearly takes the op out of play. If he's got time.
Yeah.
How does he read the absence of safe now? Gonna read that he's repositioned towards graffiti. Not in heaven, not going for the fight, not going for the peak. He doesn't seem to have an idea of where he's at. Where the possibility? He doesn't know where PKL is. That's the critical piece here. Now he does. Molly will force him around the corner. They're trying to force him into the offer safe. That's not happening, but PKL will get it done himself. A fourth round found. JT made that so very risky, and it will hurt the purse strings of paiN, but they have converted when they absolutely needed to, John.
They really did, but it came down to the wire. I thought JT had that for a moment. As soon as he tucks into pit and gets that bomb planted, and he had the read, too, on where safe might be, you thought he could do it, but I think he pushed a little too close to walkway, and then that was his undoing. So, still, good round from Extra Salt. paiN Gaming finally get an answer, and with the opener from Extra Salt getting that frag, I honestly felt like, again, they had that momentum, but it took another big play from NEKiZ. He came in on the flank. That was the difference maker. In T-spawn for a second consecutive round. He finds himself on the opposite side of the map and gets that flank frag. And then Extra Salt, well, that manpower just wasn't enough to hang on at the end. Alrighty. 15th and final round of play in this first half of action. Extra Salt trying to go up 11-4, whereas paiN, they just want to keep it at 10.
Just want to keep it with a chance to recover, right? This double op will try and get them on the board here. And once again, long has been soft. They've given a ton of space over to it. No one's watching it either. Safe might just die. If they just dry peek this, he's dead. He's dead. No? What? I thought they had vision on him. I'm a little confused about what happened there.
What?
I would need to see that from Extra Salt's perspective. A little bit confused about what happened there, but it's going to be okay. Especially if you're a paiN fan, as that's going to be a 5th round for them to take into our halftime break.
'cause I'm already gone. So long, can you stay the night? 'Cause you're the thing I want. I know you're feeling different when you're stressed out, but even with no makeup you still stand out. 'Cause no one makes me feel the way you do now, like you do now. The way that you move your body, you make it look like a hobby. Every time that you touch me, it's electricity. Things we discovered underneath last night's covers. Everything came so easy. It's electricity. Electricity. Whoa. It's electricity. Electricity. It's electricity. When it's late at night, I feel you on my skin. My skin. You're all that's on my mind. It's finally sinking in. You're it. I know you're feeling different when you're stressed out, but even with no makeup you still stand out. 'Cause no one makes me feel the way you do now, like you do now. The way that you move your body, you make it look like a hobby. Every time that you touch me, it's electricity. Things we discovered underneath last night's covers. Everything came so easy. It's electricity. Electricity. It's electricity. Electricity. It's electricity. The way that you move your body, you make it look like a hobby. Every time that you touch me, it's electricity. Things we discovered underneath last night's covers. Everything came so easy. It's electricity. Electricity. It's electricity. You move your body. Electricity. You move your body. It's electricity.
When you meet an ordinary girl every day, there's a lot of guys around that try to steal her away. I prefer my cyber sweetie. Honest and-
That's quite the half scoreline. If they'd done it on the reverse side, you'd think that was all but standard. Excellent first half from Extra Salt puts them in pole position to take us to a map 3.
Yeah, I mean, that was just quite a showing. It could have been worse, but paiN did manage to string together a couple of round victories at the end of the half, and a strange situation happening with saffee at the end of it, where we thought Extra Salt might have spotted this position, but yeah, it was very difficult to ascertain what happened from our perspective. Maybe we'll have another look at it afterwards.
I think there was a player truck, but I don't know whether they were trying to go for more when they saw safe and were trying to wrap around, and then the truck player comes in. I'm not sure exactly. Bit confusing on the mini map for us.
Yep.
But we'll have to leave that to the detectives to puzzle out. JT, meanwhile, is trying to puzzle if he can't put a bullet in the side of their heads in this pistol round. He has 4 kills in the first half pistol. Oh, none in this.
0.
Hey. He's 14-8 coming out of the first half, though, so that is pretty phenomenal. When he's topping the board for the team, that is not exactly the expectation.
No, it's very rare that JT's at the top of the board. We've seen it a couple of times on Inferno, but not usually on Overpass.
The pistol round is coming to fruition. See what they can do. Flashbangs, MarKE totally blinded up. That's effective there. And okay, it's going to be a nice clear of the site. That's bomb going down. This is one of those retakes where you even think about saving your armor. I don't know that they're going to do that.
I mean, if you look at the stats, Mike, as Zosi's probably going to end up going down here, and he does. paiN Gaming actually wins more of their rounds on Overpass on CT side. 58% of their rounds on CT side, and only 40%, 41% if you round up, on their T side. So, I mean, that would dictate that Extra Salt should have a huge advantage here, but with paiN coming out and being so assertive in that pistol round, look, maybe the stats are just going to be something to write off.
Yeah, you never know, man. Numbers lie. Yeah. Numbers lie.
Sometimes.
I know it breaks your heart, John.
It does.
The numbers lie.
But look, more often than not, they do paint the right picture, but just there's always those times when
they paint the right picture. Hey, yeah, it was bad. You don't have to judge. You don't have to pity me with that laugh. Let's see. Oh, OC not going to be able to connect on that kill. Did some serious damage, but needed one more connection from that MP9. feng gets the kill as he dies. My goodness.
And the ragdoll. That's insane.
What an absolute clothesline shot back. So an advantage still in the grasp of paiN Gaming, and they only lost the low HP player. Not a huge deal at all. And look at this. The stat came in. It's coming down connector. They might find safe, though, which would give them a rifle in an interesting position. It's a 1-for-1. There's the gun. So now do they commit the gun into the fight? Or do they commit the gun to the save?
I'm saying save because they forced up into this round, and they're really not going to bring much into the next one, so the AK is far more valuable in the following one than it would be here. Yeah, and that's what they're going to do, isn't it?
Looking like it. So we're going to have an AK come through. We're going to have an MP9 come through. We're also going to get a smoke and a flash from each player, which is not bad by any measure. There's actually a lot of value coming out of these two guys. Now we're going to be taking that into the next. 7 rounds for paiN Gaming. Just a 3-round deficit. Obviously, the reinvestment coming in and presumably Extra Salt outside of these two players is going to dry eco. Maybe spread the love of the pistols around.
Yeah, I think pistols. Probably P250s coming through. Maybe feng will opt for the deagle. But no. They're probably going to get dropped for them in some cases. Anyway, Extra Salt will come in at least with the AK. And of course, you have the MP9, but the other 3 will be running those pistols. Do they have enough for the op in the next round? Don't know. It'll be tight. Yeah, I think OC will have just enough to get the body armor with the AWP, but not much utility. Unless they come out and win this round. Of course, that's an entirely different story. That said, Hardzal's already closing in on feng, and he will take him down with ease. That's $600 in the bank account as well with the MAC 10 frag. Safe, going to support, and with connector completely cleared out, it gives paiN a lot of map control.
It does indeed. A lot of space to work with. Where's the rifle? Rifle's down towards B. Okay, both guns are down towards B. paiN Gaming are definitely headed down the right path. They're taking that long control. There's nothing that can really fight them here, other than, I guess, the deagle from OC. But he's even just floating back up now. I think maybe the APC player just jump spotted. Yeah, did indeed. And what a shot from NEKiZ. Okay, JT, you want your information? It comes with a cost. OC overwhelmed. And this round is going to be a write-off.
My goodness. Just Hardzal jumping MAC 10. No mercy here. As paiN Gaming. They cut the lead to 2 here. I'm assuming Floppy is just trying to get some exits. Yeah, he will get one on Hardzal. And he's going to have a peek towards bank, but MarKE's already all the way out of there. He wants nothing more to do with this. That AK is way too valuable.
No money for Floppy.
Yeah, he got 600.
That's money.
That's something.
Means I think he could drop an op, right?
That's what I was just going to say. Yeah, he can drop the op now. Makes OC's buy much, much better.
I mean, OC would still have been able to invest in the op, but floppy can drop it and then everyone can get utility.
Exactly.
So it's the big green coming through. Choo choo, big green coming through. Yeah,
there it is.
There we go. Did his money take a bit to catch up?
Yeah, I think there's a slight delay.
Something weird happened there, because... Well, whatever. Not going to worry about it. Not going to try and do math right now. Suffice it to say, it's a good buy from Extra Salt. Let's see if they can convert it. Or paiN Gaming is going to be able to keep this early half momentum going.
Feels like paiN's really been able to match Extra Salt's dominant sides with dominant sides of their own, whether it be CT or T. And, oh, what a shot from safe.
OC trying to check that long play. It's a play that Extra Salt themselves were taking advantage of a lot in the first half, and now it's going to be left to Fang. They aren't going to line up for him, but he gets neither. They actually staggered it really nicely. Good use of spacing on that T side, on that take around. Now JT has to deliver from Optimus. And he is not so prime. One and done, not enough here.
Oh.
Floppy might make this round a question mark. But he's low on health. He can't really fight this. MarKe's trying to play around it. It's around the smoke. He's got the shot. What a play from MarKE, and he's got the last as well. It comes right down to the wire, but the clutch is good. Can't get the op, though, and their money's in the tube as a result of that round.
That's unbelievable from MarKE. I can't believe he pulls off that clutch, but it's Floppy before him that kicks things off with that 2K. If he doesn't get that, then that round is done and dusted. Ay, the clutch moments, the individual plays on both sides have been absolutely unreal, and now a 3-round lead is restored for Extra Salt, but paiN Gaming, they built up enough economy to come right back at them with 4 AKs in the op. OC looking for an opener, but a smoke will guys off his vision for the time being. He's trying to get into party, and there we go. Now he is, Fang supporting. They'll probably have some company soon with a couple of players nearing their position. Or NEKiZ could catch off Fang, and perhaps even OC.
Timing is rough there. No one watching that smoke. Smokes aren't walls, guys. Smokes aren't walls, and NEKiZ will knock those imaginary walls on down. Reposition here, but facing back in towards the rifle, he's punished. Thought maybe NEKiZ wasn't that far up already, and now this momentum play from paiN is working beautifully. There is no safe haven. There is no escape. Their only consolation prize is that, well, paiN left the bomb on the other side of the map, so somebody's going to have to go back and get it. And I guess Floppy could theoretically ambush that. First, he has to deal with the player tucked in the corner here, and, well, he is surrounded. Deeply surrounded. Oh, nice catch.
I mean, there's honestly not much Floppy can do in this position. Bigu's going to try and go on the aggressive here.
Maybe he's realized from the fact that it hasn't been planted yet that something's a little weird about this.
Yeah.
But now it's down, and again, his position really shouldn't matter. Certainly can't win the round.
Look, I mean, NEKiZ was key there. Perfect timing coming through the smoke. Catches off OC, who had his back turned, and almost Fang, I think it was, as well, with the MP9. And that was it. And NEKiZ is kind of carrying over from the end of that first half, right? It felt like he was ready to be on T side because he was just charging up every opportunity he got.
Yeah.
But he was a difference maker. That was why paiN was able to catch Extra Salt off guard and pick up those 5 rounds at the end of the day. And here we go. They isolate the round victory thanks to NEKiZ.
He's making these really dynamic plays, these really aggressive plays, and it is netting results for his team. So keep on as far as they're concerned. Keep it up. 2 rounds separate these 2 squads, and this is presumably going to be a very light buy around it. Barring an eco round win here, we're going to see paiN Gaming come within a stone's throw. Pause comes in here as Extra Salt want to discuss what they actually want to do here. But this could be a big momentum swing.
Man. paiN Gaming so far 4-1 run here in this second half, and Extra Salt are going to opt for only the saved A1S from Floppy. Everyone else have pistols. If anything, it's going to be 2 Deagles, and Fang and MarKE actually have the default USPs. So EKiZ deciding not to invest into this one, waiting one more round. Get back into this.
Safe, looking for some aggression here. That would be a reasonable adjustment for EKiZ to make, and they do have a much more forward position with these pistols, right? You've got it set up for the M4 to be able to play off of the Deagle close hand, or vice versa, depending on how the contact plays through. They're also going to be able to go for a fast flank, but that's being held for by Safe. So now that's exactly what they were hoping would happen, but JT wins it! That's not how that setup is supposed to go. Bigu killing everybody else helps. JT was definitely not supposed to win the duel against the op. It's not going to matter because everybody else wins their fights. But I do just want to point out how ridiculous it is that JT just peeked into an op with a deagle and won. An op that was 100% laser focused, trained on his position, expecting his move.
It's the second time Safe has been caught off guard in that way. Not by a deagle last. I remember Swisher back in the Bad News Bears matchup with the Galil on Inferno. And this time JT, whew, I mean, even more impressive with the deagle. It's a shame it's in a losing effort, but yeah. Alrighty, so MarKE, just gonna watch time dwindle down here as he ventures into the upper tunnels. Only has a P250 and a prayer at his disposal.
Does he have a gun? Ooh, let's see, did they get rid of this AK?
I think they did.
Looks like they did. paiN appear to have been rather diligent about this one.
There's a deagle.
Yeah, but it's worth the audio cue. You think so? The audio cue get heard by biguzera? Calling in the cavalry.
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah, he's ready for the no scope. Ah, quick scope. That's no fun.
You didn't want to make a mistake there, Mike. But yeah, paiN go on to their 10th round victory into double digits. It looks so great for EKiZ, but that momentum towards the end of the first half, paiN Gaming carried over into the second one. And, well, only down by 1 against an EKiZ squad that looks so good again at the beginning of the map, but have tapered down, not tapered down, but just it seems like they've slowed down considerably here as things have progressed. paiN, for those of you just tuning in, did pick up the first map 16-13 on Nuke, and they're looking to make it a 2-0 against EKiZ and deny map number 3.
At this point, we've just had one isolated round win to 5, which, if I'm not mistaken, was kind of how it went back the other way on the first half.
Technically 1-7 now, right? Going back to that first half?
Yeah, I suppose that's true. There's that nice little momentum break, though, of halftime. MarKE has been knocked low early on. That was just spam through Monster, so that doesn't really tell us much. JT. Oh, JT's going to be critical. No one can really play off of him. He's got to make the move himself. He's got the kill. The spray was wide, but manages to corral it just in time to have impact. The flashbang is there, but Fang is ready for the second. That's the setup. Now the question is, do you go out? Well, provides an interesting little bit of cover. And Fang reads this right. Oh, he reads it so well. Man's hooked on phonics with the way he's reading right now. It's all on the safe. The Opper, the bomb carrier, the clutcher of the round, and the smoke will fade and leave him naked out. He didn't expect Fang to still be sitting in the same spot, but this man's so confident. He's just going to chill and let him come to him. 4 kills in the round.
What a time for Fang to come to life here in this second half. Right when it looked like paiN were going to inch ever closer to overtaking EKiZ, he ensures that they at least extend that lead back to 2. So paiN Gaming still trying to climb up that hill.
John,
yeah.
We're seeing a really weird scoreline here, especially for Overpass. OC only has 6 kills, 22 rounds in.
Oh my goodness.
6-13. That is not a scoreline we expect to see.
No, not at all. Has he even gotten an op frag in the second half? I don't think so.
I'm not sure. Hasn't had a lot of opportunities with it, to be fair.
No.
Now he does. See if he can convert. Oh, timing could be rough here. There's a player found. Got to be careful peeking back into that, but he will win it.
There you go.
There we go. OC getting the juices flowing a little bit. PKL's been found towards the other side of the map. That does mean they have a little bit of a misread. This is interesting. They don't have the bomb, so does it matter if they have a misread? Well, it doesn't matter in that OC's had his bell wrong. And they're full rotating, as if there were a bomb on the way. But the paiN policy of leaving it so far back means that we're now a minute on the clock. The T's kind of have A. Extra Salt think they're retaking, but the reality is the bomb's not here. And in fact, biguzera is going to have to go way far back to find it, and he's enormously nervous that someone's going to come up the connector, where they just lost a player not too long ago, and give him problems with it. For all he knows, there's a player sitting on the bomb right now. He has no clue. There's the clear. And now, what do Extra Salt read into this? There was one guy here. He's dead. Where the hell's the bomb?
I really like that play one way or another, as long as a frag comes through, because when the frag comes through, you can at least say, okay, here's the information, how many players are in this area, and then Bigu goes back to B. But if you get a couple of players, then you can rotate back to A and overload. So yeah, good play by paiN. And Bigu could clutch this. He's going to get a hit on MarKE, almost a second, but floppy will end any hope of paiN finding an 11th, at least for now.
For Extra Salt's sake, if you want a third map out of this series, be thanking your lucky stars, because that could have been an absolute backbreaker of a round. But holy cow. paiN are putting themselves in this situation. I wonder if eventually Extra Salt's going to start to read into it and maybe try and push aggressive through connector and see if they can't find that bomb occasionally, because paiN are really willing to full-on take site. Some people, it's not uncommon to see teams leave it for the initial found fight, right? See if they can clear con, see if they get the top con player, the initial bathroom player, then they retrieve it and bring it into either the A or the B take based on what they've done. Not often do you see them completely abandon bomb for the first minute of the round and only go back to find it once they have a site. Fast play here.
So much damage.
Fast massacre. He only gets one. MarKE, only one as well. Uh-oh, indeed. Big problems now. Less big problems. The rifle's found, but it's a massacre.
Whew. Nice turnaround from Extra Salt. They completely clean out paiN Gaming. Just an eco coming through for paiN, but still had some decent weaponry. 14-10 in favor of Extra Salt. They are now 2 rounds away from sending us on over to map number 3. And that map is slipping my mind right now, Mike.
It would be Vertigo.
Yes. That's interesting.
Is an interesting one, yeah.
Yeah, because they split the difference on that one over the last 8. 4-4, and paiN has a 3-game winning streak against Extra Salt on Vertigo.
Nice kills coming in from MarKE. He's looking to take us to Vertigo rather quickly. Okay, that's going to be map point all but found. Hardzao down to 15 points of health. Can't even escape the fray. That's a vicious, fast round from Extra Salt. Not even going to allow paiN to consider it. Now the full investment's going to come through from paiN, but it is a meager investment at that. They are battling for overtime here, and Extra Salt are dreaming dreams of Vertigo.
Yeah, Extra Salt, despite the fact that they've struggled a little bit against paiN as of late on Vertigo, it's still a very, very good map for them. So it's going to be a brawl, I think, if we get there. Still not over here. paiN trying to scrounge together an 11th round victory. 2 Galils, the MAC-10, the Scout, and the AK, and Floppy's been such a difference maker over the last 2. Really cleaning their clocks, along with MarKE. MarKE will spot out a player and immediately deletes them. 5v4, 1 minute 30 left for paiN to make a play, but this map is getting smaller and smaller as Extra Salt are playing right up close and
NEKiZ
personal.
again. They're trusting their smokes too much. NEKiZ has walked through. OC's dead. They can't trust the smoke with NEKiZ on the other side of it. He's realized that he can push these. That's going to be another situation where just situational awareness gets away from them. Now NEKiZ has the zoom banger. Big green. There's a rifle down for safe to potentially pick up if he can get to it. Oh, that is a real tiny gap in the smoke that NEKiZ is trying to work from. But now that the smoke is gone, makes it a little easier. They're going to try and crunch back in, but it's an op. Oh, my goodness. That almost looked like it was on. Extra Salt fumbling this round away, but Fang might just try and recover it. There's the trade as well. Down to a 2-on-2. A Scout as one of the guns is dealt with. It's all onto Hardzao here in the clutch. That bomb's been spotted. Reinforcements are on the way, but Hardzao is hard bailing. Getting into it just yet. 25 seconds. Does he want to go towards long? He's better make his decision now.
Nice, going towards B.
Fast down, straight towards B. There he goes. Unfortunately for him, it has been vacated. Out of flashbang, no smoke, so this would not have been a great peek if not. While I'm down, he gets to play the post. But he has no clue how close they are. Now they're into heaven. Now they start to make this big happen. There's the peek. There's the kill. That's going to be the one that sends us through. MarKE with a second to bookend the round and bookend the map. 16-10 is our scoreline.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, it goes back to that round where Floppy found 2 frags and then MarKE clutched out the 1v1. That was it. That's the turning point, because after that, paiN couldn't pick up another round on their T side. It looks so promising, but Extra Salt, you know, turned it up a notch, and they